Good day, everyone. So, this is our Soliloquy on conscious beings, time, and in Anthropocene period. So, first, let me introduce to you my team, Raniel, Kurt, and John Paul. So, to begin, in the vast expanse of time, humans and all living beings exist as mere blips, fleeting moments within the grand narrative of the universe. As beings bound by consciousness, we experience time in a linear fashion, moving from birth to growth to death, caught in the perpetual cycle of existence. Yet, in the realm of general relativity, time is not fixed but rather relative, shifting and bending in accordance with the observer's perspective. As I contemplate my own experience of time, I am humbled by the enormity of Einstein's theory, which suggests that time is not an absolute, but rather a fluid concept, influenced by gravitational forces and the curvature of space-time. In this Anthropocene period, we find ourselves at the intersection of cosmic evolution and human consciousness, grappling with the profound implications of our existence within the fabric of time itself.
The theory of general relativity says that there is a cosmic time that has local pertinence for the terrestrial observer since it coincides with universal time. The problem is the impossibility of access to it directly, which means that man did not witness some cosmic event as it happens, but he only witnessed it after it had already happened. So this tells us that man sees is not the present, but a picture of the past. This actually truthful when we deal with the distance of the observer and the location of the cosmic event. The examples of these are the sun, the positions of the heavenly bodies, and the explosion of volcanoes and the like. We can actually see some of them, but when we saw them, it's already a past and not its present state. It also reminds us the impossibility to have any access to material cosmic time that is aligned to its definition. For instance, last November 2021, the summit crater lake at Pinatubo had a phreatic explosion. I did not see or witness it because of my distance from it. I only knew it because it was aired in some news television. So if man knew some events inside the world after it happened, what's more, the events outside the world, which includes the heavenly or celestial bodies. It means that my knowledge and all human beings' knowledge is not actually timely.
Thirdly, after learning Lachauss's race on in search of relativistic time, it dawned on me that time can be different depending on where I am and how fast I am moving. It's like when riding a car going here in XU campus from our seminary. That seems to pass indifferently than when I'm sitting still in our seminary. It also reminds me that our time is short. Here on earth, we still manage to survive, and I'm amazed how change the world over millions of years. Still, the world is still beautiful and still worthy to live on. Also realize that time is not absolute, but rather subjective, varying according to one's frame of reference. It's a fascinating concept to consider as it challenges the intuitive notion of time as unchanging constant, and instead, I suggest a dynamic and interconnected relationship between space, time, and the fundamental forces of the universe.
Constant change is some kind of thought which governs the world. Birth, growth, death. These changes repeated within a series. Will the earth die in fire or ice? It is doubtful on even how the living world began. A thinker like Albert Einstein in his relativity laid an idea that a thing varies from an observer to another. I see birth today, and tomorrow is death. or the other person has another view which is opposite from me. But luckily, the universe, as said, is expanding owing to the change through the creation and destruction. There remains something untouched, the invisible order. It is related to the constant change, whereas objects move with or outside their nature. To sum up this, the said reflections pave the way to an agreement that changes are constant. This paradox means that our existence continues to change for the sake of reaching a somewhat kind of perfection from the relativistic notion, the general cosmic time, the example of your certain points or a position of a person, and that is changing through time and his observation. So time indeed is a part, or to say it is something that is constant change. Thank you very much.